and PTFO.
Dire team
Now, as we look, we are already in the banning phase. Nynx, Shadow Shaman, and Zeus have already been eliminated from the drafting. We have Sand King quickly to follow. These guys are wasting no time on their banning phase.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bear with me, I do have a little bit of the sniffles today. So we do have Omni and Tinker both being banned as well. Tidehunter being picked by PTFO. You have been seeing Tidehunter being picked an awfully lot, just because his Ravage is, I would say, one of the better team fight spells in this game. We do have WSS as they go to pick their first pick. What will it be? We do have Clockwork, another good roamer, one of the top roamers this patch, just because he's got those stun, he's got that knockback or that trap, whichever he decides to do with his cogs. So Clockwork, another very nice pick early in the picking banning phase. So WSS, I think this is the most time they've actually waited on a pick or a ban. We do have Vengeful Spirit coming out. Nice support, we've been seeing Venge a lot. Earth Spirit, this is one hero that you don't see too often. I wouldn't say he's hard to master, because he's average to master, but he's very, very hard to execute correctly. Let's just put it that way. So, I mean, another good pick as long as you have a good Earth Spirit to play him. That's perfectly fine. Earth Spirit is a really, really good roamer with his boulder smash, rolling boulder, I don't know, magnetic grip, stuff like that. So we do have OD and Sniper being banned for both players. We do have Arc Warden. Gosh, you've been seeing Arc Warden banned quite a bit. I never see him banned. He must be becoming popular. For those of you who don't know, Arc Warden is literally my favorite hero in this game. That is why whenever I see him banned, I make such a huge deal of it, because like, you never see Arc Warden, like, ever. And when you do, I would say 90% of them are really bad. And then those other 10% are, like, untouchable. So it does look like PTFO is sitting hard and long on this last pick. So, or last ban for ban phase 2. We do have a Weaver ban, so the first pick of round number 2 goes to WSS. Phase number 2, whatever you call it. I break them into 3 different phases. You got ban phase 1, pick phase 2, and so forth. So when I say something like that, it just means that. WSS thinking long and hard about their third pick. So I will say, as he picks another one, Underlord. We went over this yesterday very briefly. Underlord, one of those heroes where he either scales really, really hard in the off lane, or he just does crappy. And as we saw yesterday, he kind of didn't do well in the off laning, but after that, he did take off. It did set him back a bit. But I've never really seen an Underlord do subpar in a lane. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Radiant team.
If not, you can correct me. We do have Witch Doctor being picked from PTFO, the 4th pick from WSS. So we're looking at a mid or a carry at this point, and same with PTFO. Because we have, well, a mid and carry for both people right now.
5 seconds remaining.
Thinking long about this. Sadly, I don't have access to everybody's stats, so I can't discuss that. I'm sitting here, you know, thinking, okay, heroes. I almost called them champions. Whew, I almost started a war. I do that a lot. Okay, so we do have Juggernaut as WSS's safe lane carry. Let's see if PTFO decides to pick their mid or their carry.
Radiant team battle.
So we do have a Dusa. Dusa is one of those heroes that can either go mid or safe lane, depending on their last pick, which we will be seeing shortly. Right before that, we do have 2 more bans ahead of us.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thinking long and hard. I want to make the right decision. We do have Chaos Knight being banned from WSS. I'm not sure if that was the best ban. Because if Juggernaut goes Battle Fury with Underlord having that Firestorm, I mean, it kind of deals with the Chaos Illusions. With his aura as well. We do have TA being banned from PTFO. So right now, I mean, we got the team fight ults going on from PTFO. So my guess is, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to be picking a mid or a carry.
5 seconds remaining.
But, I mean, any team fight ults. Swap. Puck. I was going to say OD, but OD is banned. I mean, Invoker wouldn't be half bad here to add to that team fight potential, because basically you just want to keep them off Dusa. But we'll see if they decide to pick another carry, I guess, or a mid. Because we do have Tidehunter, which will be the initiator most of the fights, along with Earth Spirit. Witch Doctor will sit back, stun, Maledict, do Witch Doctor things. And then Dusa will just sit back and shoot. Where WSS has a little more complex. I mean, Clockwork has a good initiation. Vengeful has a good pick-off spell. Underlord can just run in and tank everything late game until a Silver Edge comes out. But right now, PTFO doesn't have a Silver Edge carrier. So maybe PTFO getting a Silver Edge carrier is the best. Drow Ranger, very nice Silver Edge pickup. So we're going to be seeing, I would assume, a earlier push from PTFO coming out. Where WSS, I think they need something to keep them off. So, I mean, let's see. Puck wouldn't be half bad. Invoker. Mirana. Okay, I could see that. Maybe going Ags as Mirana this game. Just for the Witch and the Drow, trying to pick them off before they do any real damage. Jug and Mirana, both Diffusal carriers. So Dusa will be less likely to keep that mana shield up for a long time. Both Manta carriers, so a very nice team comp from both players. If I were to bet on a game, I'm going to say PTFO has the edge. Just because they have more team fight potential. So as long as they stay grouped and don't get picked off, which is what WSS wants to do, I think PTFO will take game number 1. But this is Dota. Anything can happen. So as we prepare for our game number 1 between WSS and PTFO, I wish all 10 players good luck and to have fun. And I'm gonna skip the song for this game. I feel like I don't feel like doing it. So here we go. Game number 1 commences. Okay. Bring up that last hit counter. So we will be seeing Dusa make her way mid. Got the shared tangos. Drow actually shared tangos with the Dusa. Earth Spirit. Oh wait, you get 3 tangos now. They just changed that. I totally forgot about that. Got some BMing going on up at top. I totally forgot that they changed the tangos. That's so funny. Wow. Woo. This will make it interesting. This patch just went into play, I believe. And real quick, nothing's happening, so let's just look at the patch notes real quick. Tangos 3 charges, starting gold 625 to 600. Courier cost 200 to 50. I just saw some pinging. I wanted to make sure. Initial bounty rune gives 40 gold to all heroes and not 100. So basically, you're getting 80 gold even when not picking up a rune. So honestly, this encourages a better synchronization early game to get that bounty rune from your opponent. Because that's 120 gold for your entire team now. Not just for you, for your entire team. So you're going to be seeing a lot more coordinations to try to get that 3rd bounty rune from the enemy team. So mid lane we do have Mirana and Dusa. I'm going to have to give this matchup to Dusa once she gets her Mystic Snake up and running and that Drow aura. She will definitely do a lot of damage. Mirana does have a fast auto attack, so we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, top we got Witch Drow and Earth Spirit against a Clock, Juggernaut, and Avenge. So we do have a tri-lane against the tri-lane. As of right now, I am going to say the stronger tri-lane, level 1, is definitely Jug, Venge, and Clock. But they need to pick off someone before they get level 2. Because then you'll have a couple stuns from Earth Spirit, a stun, and a Maledict from Witch Doctor. And Drow will most likely have Frost Arrows and bonus damage for these 2. Meanwhile, bottom we do have Tidehunter versus the Underlord. I'm gonna give this to Underlord because he'll have that bonus damage and the Firestorm, which will kind of melt the Tidehunter. The most action I think we're gonna be seeing is, I'm going to say, the tri-lane top. It does look like Dusa is getting poked quite a bit from the Mirana. B-Hall, did you hear? I think PTFO has this game as long as they don't get picked off late game. Just because they have that team fight composition. WSS, as long as they can pick off 1 or 2 before team fights, WSS will win team fights every single time. But in a 5v5, I think PTFO have the much stronger team fight. And it does look like we might be seeing first blood being drawn by the Clockwork. Earth Spirit going down to the Venge Stone, the Clockwork, and the spin of the Juggernaut. Or Spirit TPing back in. And like I said, this tri-lane is definitely stronger right now than the tri-lane of PTFO. And this is when they need to capitalize on it. They did that. They got first blood. And I definitely think they need to keep that going. Keep that favor in their thing. And Witch Doctor is getting awfully low. The stun coming out from the Earth Spirit, stopping the clock. He does get maledicted. Will be ticking like a time bomb, but will not be enough to bring him down. Not even close. We do have a spin on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut does get stunned, but he just spins to win. The Frost Arrows will not be enough to slow him because he is magic immune. And he will be getting away scot-free. So if we look, we do have the off lane. Both off laners are actually at the top with last hit sentence. We have 16 for the Underlord and 13 for the Tidehunter. Like I said, Pit Lord, Underlord should take bottom lane. He should win it. Dusa, like I said, should be winning middle. And then top, we do have 12. So as of right now, all my predictions are correct. I look like a pretty knowledgeable caster until mid-game when everything screws me over. Let me put another egg so I can hatch it in Pokemon Go.
Oh no.
I know, I get sidetracked. Okay, top lane. They are pinging the Clockwork, maybe trying to get a kill on him. Now remember, stacking, you do have a Dusa on the field. So Earth Spirit and Witch, okay? Either Witch or Earth Spirit, one or the other, I think needs to start pulling. The reason why I say this is because that 15% bonus bonus gold is huge when it comes to supports, and it does look like Juggernaut will be going down to the Frost Arrows and the stuns. And it does look like Maledict does come out on the Clockwork. Clockwork does get Drought in it, but will it be enough? Did not run towards the creep, does take additional damage, but the double damage by Payday, very nice. And that is a huge payday for the Drow. Juggernaut TPing back in. But yeah, especially with the Dusa, they're gonna want to stack this ancient camp as much as possible. Like that's 15% gold. So I mean, yeah, it might not be much, but I mean, let's just say it's 4 ancient dragons you're getting. That's 800 gold. 15% of that is like 135 gold, if I did the math correct. So I mean, that's like 2 free wards, and for a support, that's huge. We do have the knockback on the Clockwork. Clockwork might be getting low. The Frost Arrows, the Maledict coming out, and that will drop him. Earth Spirit with the final blow. We do have a ward about to expire. And it does look like they are trying to get the Jug. Jug does have spin. He will be using the spin. Frost Arrows are coming out on the Vengeful Spirit, but Vengeful Spirit will be getting away scotch-free. Not scotch-free. Did take a couple shots to the knee. Tidehunter is level 6, almost level 7. And we do have 31, 28, still off lane at the top. Dusa with 23, Drow with 20, Mirana at 20. So right now, I mean, if we take a look at net worth, both off laners are actually at the top of net worth. That's pretty funny. Drow does start to take a commanding. Does have that level 2 Frost Arrow. Does look like Venge will be getting slowed up. Will she be going down? No, the Clockwork does pop the Battery Assault. Jug still has the spin, taking a bit of harassment from the Witch. And it does look like Jug could be in trouble, but no, he does spin to win, and he does get out. The Healing Ward taking him back, and it does look like Earth Spirit will cost his life, trying to get that kill on the Juggernaut. We do have a rotation on the Earth Spirit, maybe looking to kill the Mirana. She does have 3 leaps, so Mirana is really a hard kill at this point in time of the game to kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But like I said, Dusa is definitely winning this laning phase. 500 gold up. Pit Lord, Underlord, about 500 gold up on the Tidehunter. And meanwhile, top, Juggernaut with that tri-lane is kind of losing their momentum. And it is swinging back in the favor of Drow Witch and Earth Spirit. So they need to be careful about that. Firestorm just calling down, you know, last hits like you wouldn't believe. The trophy. He is just out of range of that trophy when he does that, but I don't think he cares. He's getting the last hits.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so let's see. So Mirana has the phase boots. Phase boots on Dusa. We do have a smoke by Clock and Vengeful Spirit. This could be huge. This could make Mirana win the laning phase if this is a successful game. There is no ult on the Dusa. Level 2 mana shield. And it does look like she is stunned up. And the rolling boulder actually misses and it does not connect. The Dusa does go down by that gank. Very successful. The Tidehunter does pop the Ravage. Trying to get the Mirana. Mirana does have 3 leaps. Underlord does TP in. The Pit of Malice trapping the Tidehunter. Tidehunter is so tanky. There is not enough mana for the Starfall. She does have mana pop, but Tidehunter does go down as well. Earth Spirit running awfully low, but he will manage to get out. So a nice gank by the Vengeance Clock. That smoke, and Mirana just took control of that lane. I mean, yes, still down in net worth, but I think that kill definitely put Mirana on the charts.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under
Meanwhile, top we got Drow trying to push the top, almost taking it, trying to take it with these last couple hits. The tower is not focusing her, so it will be a free tower, taking a couple tower hits. The Mirana ult does pop, the Pit of Malice. The Mirana gets the arrow, and Starfall does finish the day. Witch Doctor trying to escape, running awfully low. There is a magic missile on the Venge. Will she be able to get sight in time? The Mirana leaping across the woods, and the double kill for the Mirana. Very nicely done by Master and the Venge, which is Darth.
under attack.
Meanwhile, Dusa is farming, almost has her Mask of Madness. We do have Juggernaut bottom lane. Is looking to get ganked. The silence coming out on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is just about, but no, it will not be in time. And it does look like he will be going down to the stuns and silence of PTFO.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Vengeful Spirit picking up an Arcana rune. And this bottom tower going down quite quickly with that Drow aura and level 6. We do have 4 bottoms, so this tower will be uncontested. Meanwhile, mid, Mirana farming up. We do have Dusa farming away.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Now, does anyone know, I have yet to know this, but if you personally stack the camps, do you get that 15% bounty gold on top of when you kill the creeps? Or is that just for other people that stack the camp? Such as roamers / supports. Just because I have yet to test it, so I can't really tell you. Clock is not level 6, so this Drow isn't not in harm's way at the moment. But I would say for Drow, definitely picking up a 4-staff next. So it does have Powered Treads, Dragonlance, Witch Doctor is almost 2 mana boots. Earth Spirit. It does look like he's going Urn. Mirana going Maelstrom. Tranquils for both the supports of WSS. Tidehunter going for that mechanism. Buckler, you know, the good stuff. Juggernaut going for that Diffusal Blade against the Dusa. Mech on the Underlord. And that is the item progression as of right now. Dusa does have Master Madness. Is going to be going a Dragonlance into a Hurricane type. And it does look like this mid tower could be denied. The silence coming out on the Mirana. Mirana dropping awfully low. But no, the Wave of Terror will be coming out on the Drow Ranger. Backing up. This tower is in deny range. Will WSS deny it? That is the question here. And they're just sitting by. Maybe they're thinking they can bait this. They don't have Fortify. But maybe they're thinking they can bait this. No, Mirana's like, you know what? We're going to deny it. Vengeful Spirit gets that last deny. And it does look like we do have 5v3 mid at the moment. Mirana does have a pretty nice escape as long as she does not get stunned up. And it does look like the swap on the Dusa does come out, though. Hook shot, but there is a blink on the Tide. Ravage on 2, and it does look like the triple kill by Dusa. Very nice team fight by PTFO. And like I said, man, this is a team you do not want to 5v5. Yes, it was only a 3v5. Underlord and Juggernaut weren't there, but I don't think it would have made that big of a difference. Like, that just went horribly wrong for WSS.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And tier 2 mid goes down. I mean, this is what PTFO want to do. They want to take these two tier 2 towers and go Roche and take an early set of racks. That is the main purpose of Drow. And I did miss a kill on the Witch Doctor. Not a big kill, but it does swing a little bit of gold in WSS's favor. They definitely need to kill this Dusa. They need to keep this Dusa low. This is going to be their main key into winning this game. Keeping the Dusa underfarmed. But right now, she's at top net worth at 7.5k, where Underlord is 7k. As you can see, the supports of WSS the carries are indeed lacking with 4.7 and 3.3. Yes, Dusa is a really good late game, but why take this late game and have that comeback mechanic kick back into play when you could just end this game at, I would say, 25-30 minutes? I mean, they could potentially end this game at 25 minutes and not progress this longer. They have amazing lockdown. They have amazing team fight. And really, I mean, at this point, Juggernaut does not have Diffusal. Mirana does not have Diffusal. Okay, thank you, B-Hall, for that explanation. It is very nice to know. So, I mean, this WSS will have a chance if they do get that double Diffusal / Manta to deal with Medusa. But PTFO will always have the better team fight, regardless of how far ahead WSS come out of every single team fight. They could win the next 6-7 team fights. And PTFO always had that stronger team fight capacity.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And here we go. It looks like top tier 2 is the next tower to fall for PTFO. And yes, this is exactly what they need to be doing. Going as 5, not getting picked off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And honestly, they might even be able to go high ground right now. Dusa is out of tower range, so whacking that tower, doing a bit of damage. Mask of Madness going on, and that tower is just dropping like butter. It's melting like butter. On a hot, sunny day. And it does look like they actually TP back. Oh gosh. Underlord using his ult, gonna be going back to the tier 3 tower. And it doesn't look like too much damage will be done today. Bottom tier 1 might fall. Which will be a nice chunk of gold for WSS. And it does look like Rush will be falling, and this could be a Rax here pretty soon. Basically, what Juggernaut needs to hope for is a solo Omni Slash, which it's only one still, but a solo Omni Slash on the Drow Ranger to bring down that Drow Ranger fast. I mean, right now, almost will be able to kill her with the Omni Slash, but at full health, the Omni Slash actually won't be able to kill her. So he really has to be careful about how he chooses to team fight this. Underlord, that Firestorm is definitely annoying. Mirana does have a Maelstrom, which will add a nice bit of magic damage, as well as physical to the team fight. But I would say definitely they need to take the Drow out of the team fights as early as possible to reduce that auto attack damage from the Dusa, and then get that Witch Doctor before he can channel his Death Ward and the Maledict. Those are the two that you're looking to kill real early. Earth Spirit, yes, he's annoying, but as long as you know how to properly spread your heroes, he won't be able to get that 5-man magnetic on you, magnetize, and just keep remnanting you. So we do have Drow up top against the Underlord, and it does look like she does have a Hurricane Pike, trying to force herself, and the silence does miss on the Underlord. Drow is actually trapped. This could be a kill on the Underlord if Underlord plays it right, but no, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm just gonna back. But oh man, Underlord, that could have been a kill for you, bud. Clockwork does get the hook shot in. The Hurricane Pike is up in 1 second and does Hurricane Pike herself, but will it be enough to save her? And it does look like it will be. Very nicely done by the Drow. Almost getting that kill, and like I said, oh snap, Mirana does find the Drow. The silence coming out, but that last couple shots, 90 HP, the Clockwork Missile does miss. And the leap coming in, the proc, no, it does not do enough. Mirana actually TPs back. And Drow will live to fight another day. Very nicely done. That aura will be helping to take that tier 2 bottom for PTFO. Oh, man. Did Mirana have... Yeah, Mirana had one more leap available, but I think she thought that proc was enough to kill the Drow. Wow. And all tier 2 towers are gone for WSS. We do have Dusa with the Aegis, and like I said, I mean they could high ground this. I mean I don't see WSS defending this. We do have a defusal now on Juggernaut. Mirana is actually going Dragonlance right now. Should be going defusal here soon. I think that they need another defusal because, as you can see, Dusa's at top net worth. So they need to try to bring her down right after Drow Witch. Drow almost completing Manta, and it does look like we will be seeing top high ground for PTFO. Gosh, this is a fat Medusa right now. Let's see the gold per minute. Only 600. Only 600. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. Not good. And it does look like they will be poking this top tower. And like I said, there's no blinks. No really good initiation besides the Venge swap. Clockwork can't. I mean, I don't think he can hook shot at this point in time of the game. They're so far behind. I mean, he goes in, he's gonna melt. I mean, he's only at 4K net worth, so I mean, I don't really see him. Maybe if he hooks the witch and kills the witch really fast, that would be a really nice pickoff for the team. But other than that, I don't see him doing much damage. And Tide does ravage, does get 4. It does look like the Medusa will use her stone gauge, silencing, and it does look like the Marauder will be the first to die. Does buy back. Underlord dying, almost dying, but the Marauder will not save him. And it does look like Jug will spin to win, bringing Dusa's first life down. The silence going out on 2, but that Dusa split shot. Do they have vision anymore? They do have vision, and Marauder. Oh man, the buybacks. Venge and Underlord both buying back. The Earth Spirit coming in, trying to magnetize, but he will offer his own life. And it does look like they will defend high ground, but at the cost of 3 buybacks. And it does look like Witch, Earth Spirit, and Tide will all fall. And it does look like they will be pressing forward. And it does look like they will be getting out. So honestly, not a bad fight for PTFO. They did get 3 buybacks. Only 3 costed lives, so that's pretty much 3 buybacks. That's how I look at it. So really, they lost no one. And they did more than half to the tower. They did lose Aegis. So technically, they did lose a guy. But, I mean, 3 buybacks. So next fight, those 3 buybacks are going to be down, and you possibly could take the racks, possibly the game. Drow being caught out, does not have Hurricane Pike. Where is that power cogs? The cogs do not catch her. And Drow, the hook shot coming out. Drow getting awfully low, but there is nothing. And Drow actually runs the wrong way. The magic missile will be enough damage with the Marauder. And it does look like a double kill will be going in favor for the Dusa. But no, did get a kill stolen by the Tidehunter. But kill secure, right? Is no buyback on the Underlord. Clockwork is dead for 25 seconds. Drow will be up in 30. And that is when you will want to push next. I have Scotty on the Dusa, and that is a complete full item that you did not see the last push. So she has so much more mana, almost let that level 20 to give her 7+ mana, and a lot more health, armor, pretty much everything, every stat you can think. She's got that slow, so I mean, Dusa is definitely a force to be reckoned with right now. Woo, man, that Dusa, look at that. That is just, that's scary. That is scary. Dusa just gonna pick apart at this tower. No Underlord, so really they don't have proper tank.
Radiant structures are
Drow is right behind.
Radiant's top tower.
Got there quick, man.
Radiant's top tower has been
And it does look like the top tower will be denied by Vengeful Spirit. Seeing as it was going to fall, just denying it. I mean, not a bad move. And it does look like they will back, and they will be hitting the shrine. Ravage is up. They do have Blink Ravage up. So they could definitely take another fight. And it does look like Marana will be using the all. They didn't have vision of them. So this all is coming out. The 3 Malice, the Clockwork getting the stun, the Witch Doctor stun, the Tidehunter Ravage on 2 of them. Does get the spin off, and it does look like Juggernaut still does have Omni Slash on the Drow Ranger, bringing him down quite a bit. But will it be enough? It will not be enough. The Maledict, the slow on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut trying to fight. Marana does get the kill on the Drow Ranger. Dusa is the last known survivor besides the Tide. Very nicely done by WSS, catching them with that Pit of Malice. But really, the kill that you wanted was Dusa. But like I said, I mean, they caught out the Witch and were able to reduce that Drow range. And that is what they need to do in team fights. They picked those 2 off. And, I mean, besides Dusa not really hurting her. But now she's alone. Maybe they can do something with this. Dusa and Clock are both up still. I mean, I don't think they can really do much to her. I'm not sure why she's so afraid. Yes, they're up in 10, but I think she could have definitely done some damage to this range barracks. But does decide to back off. We'll be getting a Lincoln Sphere. Honestly, if I was her, I would be going Butterfly. Because basically, you're looking at Juggernaut and Mirana hitting you. And right now, they're really, really poor. So what are they going to be getting? They're going to be getting Diffusals, not MKBs. So get that Butterfly. Did she get that? She did not get the Evasion, which would have been a nice stack for her. Because right now, I mean, Clockwork doesn't really have the damage output. Venge, not really. So the only spell you're really looking at is Firestorm. That's magical. Omni Slash is pure. Could miss it with the Butterfly. So I think Butterfly is much more significant than the Lincoln Sphere here.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
As for Juggernaut and Mirana, both, both will have a Diffusal. And next item, like Juggernaut is going, will be Manta. After that, I think a MKB will be the best bet for both Mirana and Juggernaut to do that pure damage against the Dusa. But WSS, don't count them out, man. They're taking some really nice engagements, especially against the lineup of PTFO. I mean, this is a killer team fight combo. This is one that I would not want to team fight against. But let's just say the least. The WSS are definitely in it to win it, man. Second Roche is up, and it does look like they do ping it out, and they will be going for the roast. But this could turn the tides. If they smoke and catch this, they do have vision of this. Will Mirana ult right here? If they do, they will have vision. And it does look like they will kill the Vision Ward, and Mirana will be ulting here briefly. I'm assuming, right? No, they actually smoked. They do not put a ward. And Medusa is actually alone. The Hurricane Plate coming out. The Tide Hunter does get 4 in the Ravage. The Mirana ult not really doing much good. The Roast does go down. Oh no, it actually kills the Juggernaut. Sorry about that. Wow. And I mean, look at this. Like, this Dusa is just tanky, man. And Witch Doctor does get he dies. Double kill for, oh man, Dusa is almost left, and this could be a stolen Roche. This could be huge. The snatch Roche. So it does look like WSS will be getting the Roche goal. Dusa falling low, and that is her first life. She does have Stone Gauge. No, she does not. An arrow connecting the 4-second stun. And it does look like if she can get a couple of last hits off. But the Pit of Malice hitting her, and do they have enough lockdown? The Mask of Madness coming out. Mirana falling awfully low, but no! Dusa falling to the Clockwork 6 times. Unstoppable streak ended. And that is a team wipe for WSS. Like I said, do not count these guys out. Very nicely done by everyone. Holy crap. I mean, like I said, they are looking to pick off the Witch and the Drow. What did they do? They picked off the Witch, so he couldn't get the Maledict off and channel his ult. And then they killed the Drow immediately after. That is what they need to do every single time to win these engagements. Have that Dusa by herself. Not focus her first, but last. Very nicely done by WSS to secure that team fight, but the game is not over yet.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Juggernaut does get silenced up. The swap coming out on the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit falling awfully low, and Mirana might leap. No, she does not. She does get Maledict up. She does have 3 leaps to get away, and it does look like WSS will be falling back. And it does look like top catapults will be hitting the top tier 3 tower. Doing quite a bit of damage. About 500 to be exact. So we do have a gem on Tidehunter just for that Mirana ult. So they do have that constant vision of them. I think that was their big problem. Yes, they did have a ward right here, but there were 2 heroes that were right here that were not able to be seen because of that ward placement. So I think that is really what won them, because they went out of vision. Earth Spirit is being focused up. I'm not sure. Does Pit of Malice reveal? I know Nets still reveal while invis. I'm not exactly sure how they had vision. Huh. As you can see though, 14,000 for the Mirana. Losing that giant net worth, yes, still 5,000 gold up. But as you can see, I mean, the gold is very, very even at this point in time. I mean, like I said, I think Dusa and Drow is definitely something that you wanted to take that early 25-minute racks. You're 8 minutes over that mark. Yes, you have a tower, but you don't have a lane that constantly pushes for your team. We do have a 5-man smoke looking to pick off a kill. Juggernaut could be a huge kill here. They will be in range. The spin does not come out. The silence, and it does look like Juggernaut will be falling very, very quickly to PTFO. And it does look like Roche may respawn in 4 minutes. Until then, we might be seeing a push top lane. I will say if WSS manages to hold this until Juggernaut is back, Mirana is coming back, and I feel like if WSS holds this, they have a very good shot in winning this game. The silence coming out on Underlord. Mirana does get the arrow on the Dusa. We may be seeing a swap. The Witch Doctor is immediately picked off. The Dusa with the Stone Gates coming out on 4 of them. And it does look like Dusa is just trying to do... Oh no! Mirana actually leaped forward and faced. Oh man, the double kill on the Dusa. Another arrow on the Dusa. But it does look like Mirana does have her buyback. Dusa is just fighting in the Pit of Malice, so she can't really move. Stunned up. Mirana is actually not focusing. Dusa did quite a bit more damage than I had thought here. But WSS is looking to turn this around. I mean, like I said, Dusa, I think Lincoln's was a really bad call this game. I really think she needed that damage output and that missed chance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I think that item might have actually cost them this game.
Dire's bottom tower
Because now WSS are taking a command and control. Dusa still at top net worth, but I mean, Dusa can't solo carry a game without damage, and right now she's kind of lacking that damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is falling.
Yeah, she has survivability, but when the team doesn't focus her until the last man standing, there's not much you can do. The swap coming out on the Witch Doctor, and it does look like they will take bottom racks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Witch Doctor needs to stay in the back. As you can see, every fight that they've lost, Witch Doctor immediately gets picked off. That's no cast, no maledict, and no Death Warden. And that is a huge part of their damage, believe it or not, right now. So it does look like WSS do have bottom shrine. So bottom lane will always be pushed out. And PTFO are actually looking, for the first time this game, they're looking in really bad shape. Does look like Dusa is actually going for that BKB. Again, I mean, Besides the Murata, Arrow, Starfall, Pit of Malice. I mean, there's quite a bit, but it's nothing like that stands out that you need a BKB for. Yes, there's like 2 stuns. There's a mini stun. But they really don't focus her because they're like, you know what? She doesn't really do that much damage right now. Why would we focus her? Doesn't have a Maelstrom for that proc lightning. Doesn't have a butterfly. So, honestly, WSS are like, you know what? Let's just focus all the easy kills first. And without them, Dusa can't do her damage. And that is what they're doing every single fight. They're running around her and killing her teammates. And I think that is what PTFO is lacking right now. I mean, with a Ravage, Silences, Death Ward, I would think Dusa has enough space to just go pure damage. I mean, and this is my personal opinion, I would not have gone straight Hurricane Pike. I would have gone Mask of Madness, Dragonlance, Butterfly. And then Eye of Scotty. She had all the space in the world. And I mean, Tidehunter literally just blinked in every single time. Right in fights, Ravage, and you have the Stone Gaze. By the time the Ravage was done and over with, the Stone Gaze would gaze would take effect. And they would be stoned. I know that sounds so wrong. Where WSS are capitalizing it. They're like, you know what? Pit of Malice, we do have a sheep stick on Underlord now. So this fight just got real. It does look like BKB will be coming out for Dusa very, very shortly. Draw Ranger, not level 20 yet. That precision aura damage will actually help a lot with that marksman agility for PTFO. It does look like another smoke on the way for WSS. They do have a ward, but this is a smoke. They do not have vision. The scan coming out, and it does look like they will spot the Tide with that missile. They are looking to try to get the Hurricane Pike on the Drow, pushing her forward, and it does look like the smoke will be a failed smoke attempt as PTFO retreat to the rear. And it does look like they will live to fight another day. Juggernaut, man, he's struggling this game with 11,000 net worth. I will say this is probably one of the lowest net worth games I've seen a Juggernaut. I will say Juggernaut is, I feel like, one of the easier carries to play. And I'm actually usually terrified of Juggernaut when I play Arc Warden and Dusa and such. Just because Juggernaut has such a high auto attack speed. That, I mean, he can melt. He Omni slashes and he just gets on top of you. But, I mean, they're not really fearful of that. I mean, the Murata and Underlord are taking commanding victory over this game. And it does look like third Roche is up, but PTFO, I think, really have to be careful about this next Roche. Yes, it's Refresher Stride. It will be amazing for Tide. But each of the past Roche is where the tides really changed for PTFO. So they really, really need to be careful about how they do this.
The prize is mine.
You know what would be funny is a Refresher Shard on Vengeful Spirit, just swapping 2 people back to back. And it does look like Murata will be leaping in and taking Roche. They are pinging, so they do know that they are in this. The healing ward coming out on the further the Juggernaut, and it does look like this Roche maybe going the way of WSS, but no, they actually leap out of the pit. Roche is about a little over 1/4. And I think both teams are now hesitant on whether they want to try to take this, because both teams have a way of stopping the other team. Healing Ward is about to die in it. Tidehunter does blink in it. The missile coming out by Clockwork. And both teams are kind of at a stalemate on whether they want to try Witch Doctor. Okay, I was going to say, man, you do not want to be the one to lead, man. Basically, what we're looking here is the hook shot by Clockwork onto the Witcher Drow. Vengeful Spirit swapping the Witcher Drow. And Juggernaut and Marana not getting caught in Tide's ult. That is what we are looking for WSS. What we're looking for PTFO is Witch staying in the back, Tidehunter ravaging all 5 of them, or at least 4 of them. Marana, you want to get Ravage. Earth Spirit getting that silence on them. Drow getting another silence on them. And I mean, Witch Doctor staying in the back line. And it does look like the silence is coming out. The Ravage coming out on 3 of them. Venge, Clock, the Stone. And it does look like Underlord actually going down. But Medusa is actually focusing the Underlord, not doing any damage to the team. As you can see, like, this is ridiculous. Medusa literally was not doing any damage to the team. Drow and Earth Spirit both fall. And I'm going to say that might have been game. Ravage was burned. Clockwork getting awfully low. Dusa actually getting held up. The buyback on the Drow. The Tidehunter falling awfully low, but will be able to manage to escape. The Sheepstick on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor does fall, does have enough for buyback. This is a 3v5 right now. Bottom lane is pushed in, so they will be able to hit this mid tier 3 tower. But they're saying, you know what? We got the advantage. Let's just go Roche. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to get that refresher shard. Okay, so we got Aegis on the Marana, Cheese on the Juggernaut, and Refresher Shard on the Clockwork. That's actually not a bad person to give it to, because they really don't have anyone to use it. I mean, Omni Slash is okay, but he does not have the mana to sustain it. So I think that was a really nice... Oh, wait, who did they give it to? Oh, they actually gave it... Oh, double Firestorm, Pit of Malice, Sheepstick. I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. This actually does not have a mana cost. So actually Jug could, if he was full mana, could do Omni Slash twice. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This fight could determine it all. PTFO had early game, but somehow WSS managed to outlast the storm of PTFO. Pick-off after pick-off. Inching their way, coming back in this game. And for what? Bottom lane being pushed in as we speak. Mid lane and top both pushed to the tier 3. Firestorm being called down. Does look like we do have the Sheepstick on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor 3/4 health. Does look like Marana does take mid tower, falling about halfway. Does get silenced, does force staff herself out. We do have Underlord at the top lane. Firestorming, getting the creep wave out. The triple split shot arrows landing on the Dusa. Dusa getting quite a bit of damage taken, but doesn't have a divine, and that is the damage that she needs. Divine Rapier on the field, ladies and gentlemen. I totally missed that. How could I miss a pickup such as that? The swap on the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit going down with the arrow by Marana, and it does look like, oh, that damage by the Dusa, but it does look like they will be able to get out. The Venge falling awfully low. The Tidehunter Ravage connecting on the Venge and the Clockwork. Clockwork does have the blade now, will be able to escape with his life, but at what cost? Does lose another tower, and it does look like tier 4 tower will be falling. And it does look like bottom we do have Sugar. And it does look like Mirana does catch the Dusa. The Omni Slash going down. The Dusa dropping low, and that is the Divine Rapier. Dusa buying back immediately. Who picked up the Divine Rapier? And it does look like Tidehunter does pick up the Divine Rapier. Mirana does have the Aegis coming back, and it does look like Tidehunter does get the Pit of Malice, does blink back, and it will be enough. Dusa looking to get the Divine Rapier back from the Tidehunter. Melee Rax is falling low. Dusa trying to do all she can to do the damage, but it does save the Melee Rax, forcing herself back forward, and it does look like the Underlord will be going down. The spin coming out from the Juggernaut, trying to get the Juggernaut, and they will be stunning the Juggernaut. Juggernaut falling, and it will be almost a team wipe for WSS. One lane down, the tier 4 under attack, but they're saying, you know what, let's go for it. We got this, guys. Let's see if we do have a buyback for the Mirana. Buyback, I forgot the buyback tab. I'm so bad at this. Okay, so we do have buyback for pretty much every hero. So they definitely need to be careful. Dusa does not have buyback. So this is going to be a game right here. And immediately getting hook shot by the Clockwork. And it does look like she does force staff herself. The Blade Mail trying to do its work. The Sheep Stick coming out on the Dusa, saving the Clockwork. And it does look like Dusa is like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going for the tier 4s. I don't care what they do. But she doesn't have the speed. I mean, she's got like no speed items. So yeah, she's got the damage now, but she doesn't have speed items. Earthshaker and Wish diving, Earthshaker falling, and it does look like the Clockwork does get a hook shot back on the Dusa. Dusa about halfway. The Stone Gaze coming in. The Mirana the Stone Gaze on the Underlord, but it does look like the Sheep coming out from Medusa, and that is a wipe on the Dusa, and it does look like that the game will go to WSS. WSS pulling game number 1 in this best of 3 series. Very well played by both teams. Wow, that was an intense last 5-6 minutes of the game. WSS pulling game number 1, and we will be right back with game number 2.